Well, hi everyone, we are back on your Marcus live at Gluttony down at the Hendrix Gin Lounge in Gluttony for more 2025 Adelaide Fringe, sitting on the Chesterfield with me right now. Direct from London Calling, which is going to be playing tonight, is Roberto Carlos. And oh my gosh, my list of things I've got to get through with you is huge. We're going to talk about all of it. Roberto, how are you?
No hablo inglés. I don't speak English. I'm kidding.
Let's do it in Spanish. Let's do this in Spanish.
I
This
love
is
it.
for
I
our
like it.
Spanish fans.
Okay, let's do it. No way. Nice to meet you guys. My name is Roberto. I am very well. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, thank you. So nice to meet you.
Perfect. Nice to
I've
meet
never
you.
met you before, and this is going to be fun. I've got a feeling we're going to have some good energy.
For sure.
So, London Calling has been coming to Adelaide Fringe now for a good few years. I'm a massive, massive fan and a good friend of Paul DeBeck, of course, and Matt Tarrant, all these incredible artists and producers.
Yes.
Now, but this is your first time in Adelaide for London Calling, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is my first time in Adelaide.
Wow.
And I'm very happy to join this amazing project by, like you said, my friend Paul DeBeck and Matt. It's an incredible show. You cannot miss it. We want to be here 3 weeks more.
Yep.
We finish on the 23, I think. So
Yeah, you go right through until the 23rd of
guys,
March.
Please don't miss the chance to see this amazing show. It's not just for me. We have an amazing cast. We have people from Germany, from Norway, from here, from Australia, from England. Like, it's an international show. Call it London Calling, but it's international show.
Oh, look at you! Like, well, I'm going to sit back here and you can talk.
Okay, guys,
Plug the
please
show.
don't miss the show and don't miss the chance to come to the Adelaide Fringe this year. It's such an amazing shows everywhere. So please come in. Vengan todos, vengan al Adelaide Fringe 2025. Se va a poner buenísimo.
You are a crazy
I will bring all the Latin people right now.
I knew this was going to be fun. I knew it, Roberto. Now, Roberto, let's talk about your history, because you are a Cirque du Soleil artist.
Yes.
How was it in those heady times of working with Cirque du Soleil?
I joined Cirque in 2011. They saw my act in a circus festival in Italy.
Yep.
When I was 21 years old, and I joined them when I was 22. So don't say my age now. I'm still 25. I'm still 25. And yeah, it is a great journey with them. I mean, I did already 3 productions with Cirque du Soleil. I did Barakai, was the first one with them. Then I did Hoya, and now I am in a Christmas production called Twas the Night Before. We just run in 4 months in a year. That's why I can do my gigs, like, you know. So we start on October until January, and then I have my time to come around the world to perform in different countries.
So you've got to Adelaide. We've got incredible weather at the moment. It's actually very Mediterranean, don't you think? What do you think about Adelaide?
It's amazing. I love it. I love it. I love the food. I am. The weather is amazing. I am like that every day, like with my shorts, with my flip-flop. I am so comfortable every day. The people is so nice.
Yep.
What I can ask more? Like, I have everything here, and now the festival is amazing. It's perfect, my friend. I like perfect life.
Isn't the energy amazing? Like, because it's good, you know, because obviously Fringe is pretty much open every day except for Mondays possibly, but when you're in Gluttony or Gardens or wherever, the energy during Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is really good. But then when it hits Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the people that just flock to these hubs are amazing, right?
Yes, I mean, honestly, I can feel the energy every day, every single day. Yeah, maybe on the weekends we have a little bit more of people on the park, on the festival, but in general, from Monday to Sunday, I mean, from Tuesday to Sunday, the audience is amazing. The crowd has a lot of energy. I love that. You're on stage, you feel the audience, and I really enjoy it. I really like it.
I can
It's
tell
my
you like
I mean, I can say that because I feel it every day on the stage, and I'm like,
You are very passionate. I
really
love
do.
this.
Yeah.
Well, I think we might have been split at birth. I'm not sure.
Sorry?
I think we may have been split at birth. I think we may be brothers.
You think?
I think my mum
Which
made it.
one you born?
We're not gonna do age, but I'm June. I'm June.
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 Julio.
Julio.
You're Julio. It's Julio.
I told you guys.
No way, I know you.
My mother had an affair with a Spanish man. You nutter. Hey, now London Calling. What I mean, you've probably all seen London Calling last year, maybe even the year before. But what London Calling do really cleverly, which is why Roberto is with us today, is they change up the artist. So if you saw London Calling last year, this year it's going to be different again. So keep on coming back because it changes up. Lovely Paul DeBeck and Matt Tarrant change it up, so it's always something new and something fresh every year. Now let's talk about your act, because you are the king of the ping pong balls, aren't you?
Yeah, but don't tell the audience how I play the ping pong ball.
Have you seen Priscilla, Queen of the Desert?
No.
Okay,
no
so
way.
there's this Australian iconic movie called Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and there's this lovely Asian girl in the movie that shoots ping pong balls out of her, can we say it on, out of her hoo-ha. So when you go home tonight, your research is to look what happens with ping pong balls in Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Queen of the Desert.
I will send you the link, my friend. Your ping pong ball trick will never be the same again.
Yeah, I do ping pong balls in my act. The different way that I do is because I do it with the mouth. So I just throw them, I blow them out, and I try to catch them again. It's a really hard trick. Don't try at home. And don't try with limes. I tried with limes the first time and I almost broke my teeth.
No.
Yeah.
Have you ever swallowed one?
No.
No, good.
No, never.
And how many ping pong balls can you fit in your mouth at once?
I do it. Wait.
Yeah. You look shocked.
People, yeah.
How many can you put in?
At the same time, no wait. 7. I do 7.
Whoa.
Normally I do 7. The thing here is that the urban is a little bit smaller, so I cannot try it because I need space.
Okay. Yeah.
I do 5 here. I do 5, but I can do 7.
Now it's not only the ping pong balls, because you do the battens as well.
I do clubs. I do flying hats.
Yeah.
I do different things. I dance. I sing.
He's a jack of all trades. He's the quadruple threat, this guy. So now, what other shows have you seen during Adelaide Fringe this year?
Chambers. What's his name? I forget his name.
Dom Chambers.
Dom Chambers.
Dom
Chambers.
Amazing. Yep.
Amazing. 10 stars. I love the magic, you know.
Yep.
And I love the comedy, and the show was amazing for me. Tom Chambers. Sorry. Which one I see it else? Wait, I just forget. I see a lot, but honestly, 1,000 hours. Yes. They own me 9,900. They just give 1 hour.
Oh my God! I think that's by Gravity and Other Myths.
It's amazing. That show is
incredible
amazing.
show. Incredible.
Now,
so with Adelaide, what other places have you visited in Adelaide? Have you been down to the beaches or the cafes or the restaurants?
Yes, I've been in the beach this morning with my friend Oscar. It's a
lovely,
amazing
Oscar.
place there.
We're going to have Oscar on the show next week.
Yes, we're going to have him next week from Germany. Ladies, don't miss the chance to meet Oscar.
He's also in London Calling, but that's next week. Oscar, next week, you're right here. So what beach did you go to?
Yes, we've been also in the, I forget the name. It's
Glenelg Beach?
No.
Glenelg. Yeah, Glenelg.
No, yeah, but not the beach. The place we've been, we meet the kangaroos.
The kangaroos?
Yeah, and the koalas.
Oh, yeah.
George.
Wildlife Park?
Oh, yeah. Gorge. Yep.
Amazing,
nice.
man.
So did you meet your first kangaroo and your first koala today?
Yes, and believe me, in Mexico we have the idea that the kangaroos are aggressive.
Yep.
So as soon as I saw the kangaroos free, I was like, no, I don't want to go be close to them. No, they're gonna attack me, they're gonna punch me. But man, oh my God.
Was that
amazing
surreal?
Experience. Okay,
Yeah.
it was like, I was given the food in the mouth and I was like, look at that. I make a video call with my family. They didn't believe me. Look
oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah, it was amazing. And that night, in the night, I eat kangaroo also. No. I didn't. I eat them in the night. No,
you know what?
No,
we do in Australia. We actually do, and I mean, I've tried it once. I have tried it once, and I wouldn't again, but I have tried it.
Well, after that day, they told me that you have also the beef, kangaroo beef, and I didn't believe it. And I was in the supermarket. I was like, no way, why do you eat the kangaroo?
I know. What other? And I was talking to my friend about this the other night. Actually, this is really bizarre. But I was saying, what other country eats their national emblem? You know. In Australia, we eat our national emblem. No other country does that, as far as I'm aware.
I know.
It's bonkers crazy.
I know. I mean, in Mexico, I was talking with my friends. Guys, you will not believe it. They eat the kangaroo. No way! Why they eat the kangaroos? No.
They're so
No,
cute
they're
though.
so cute, man. No. But, I mean, it's every country has different cultures.
Of course.
But it's still amazing.
Now, back to London Calling, my dear
Yes,
friends.
go back to London Calling.
What other acts are in London Calling this year? What can we expect?
What you can expect, first of all, quality.
Yeah.
Quality since the beginning, since the first minute until the end. You will have a lot of quality in the show. You will see an amazing performance around the world. Like you say, Paul Devec put too much focus on each performance that he brings. And this year, the festival, I cannot say is good. It's even better than the other versions. It's growing up every year. Like Paul Devec is putting the show like every year up. So, guys, don't miss the chance, please.
It's incredible.
And from the instructor of the show, like all the props, from the cast, like it's like
outstanding.
Yeah,
Do you know, when I saw it last year, there was a woman in the show that lies back down on her back and juggles suitcases with her feet.
She's
Is
back.
she back? She's back in it.
Back.
I'm gonna give
Antia.
her this
She's back,
suitcase.
and she's gonna stay with us next week too. No?
Yay, fabulous. Oh my goodness. So let me just check everyone. London Calling is at the Flamingo in Gluttony, just up the road a little bit, just up the path there a little bit, right here in Rymel Park. And it runs from the 21st of February, which is way long ago, but right up until Sunday, the 23rd of March, which is the end of the Fringe. So please get along, get onto adelaidefringe.com.au or the Gluttony website, get your tickets and come and see this absolute champion and make sure his time in Adelaide is absolutely exceptional. Roberto, Carlos, what an absolute delight meeting you.
What's a pleasure, my friend.
And I cannot wait to come and check out your show.
Come tonight if you want.
I will be there.
Gracias.
Thank you, my friends.
Gracias.
All right. Thanks, everyone. We're going to have a quick break and we'll be back with more very, very soon. Thank you.
Adios.
Well, hi everyone, we are back. We've just got a little break before we have our next guest. So what I thought we'd do right now is give you our top 5 shows that you must see this weekend, because everyone's like, oh my gosh, there are so many shows. I don't even know what to see. So we're going to make it a little bit easier for you based on the shows that I've seen so far. So you may say, like, Marcus, do you ever sleep? And my response is, no, I don't, because there are shows to see. And that's what I'm going to divulge to you right now. All right. So these are some of the shows I've seen. Little Boxes this week. Joanne Condon, sorry. She was actually Fat Pat in Little Britain. We all remember that show, that iconic UK show, Little Britain. It got cancelled, unfortunately, because there was a little bit of stuff that's not appropriate these days. So like anything, shut it down. But anyway, Joanne Condon was in that show. She was incredible. She played Fat Pat in the Fat Fighters Club. So she's got a show here just up the pathway there a little bit in Gluttony called Little Boxes. It's actually really, really cool. So she's a slightly more larger set lady, and she talks about that being a larger actress and about, you know, how everyone puts themselves in boxes. And if you're not putting yourself in boxes, other people are putting you in boxes. And life is about always fitting in these boxes. So her show is about breaking down the boxes. It's a really cool show. I laughed and I cried, and it takes you on this incredible roller coaster. It's the actual celebration of someone's life that actually impacts you incredibly personally as well. Get onto that one. And that runs until, I think it's only got about another 3 more nights performance. I think it finishes mid next week, but check it out. It's on Gluttony, www.gluttony.net.au or the Adelaide Fringe website, adelaidefringe.com.au. Also, Lady Boys of Bangkok, right here in Gluttony as well. That's running pretty much right through to the end of Adelaide Fringe. Everyone is raving about this one, so get onto this one. The Lady Boys of Bangkok. I loved it. It was a total hoot. The costumes are great. My gosh, the bodies are ridiculous. The hair and the makeup is exceptional. Like just a flawless, beautiful show. Best way to describe it. Get along. Another one is we've got the Adults Only Magic Show. Now, I actually haven't seen that one this year just yet. I saw it last year. exceptional. They have changed it up a little bit. They are going to be on the couch with us next week for our shows, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night. They're going to be, I think it's Wednesday night, they're going to be right here with me. These guys are amazing. Like, seriously, there's nothing magical that these guys can't do in their magic show. Get along to that one. And so adults only magic show, again, right here in Gluttony. Another one is the Adult Bubble Show, all right? Now, the people behind Adult Bubble Show do two shows. There's the kids version and the adults version. Please, I gotta impress on you all, when you buy tickets to the Adelaide the Adult Bubble Show, make sure that you're not thinking you're buying the show to the kids one and then bring your kids along, because the kids are gonna be like, Mummy, what's all that going on? What's all that about? So make sure you buy the appropriate one for the appropriate age group. Adults Bubble Show, right here in Gluttony. Get along. It's really, really cool. Another one, Ben Hart Up Close, also here in Gluttony. Ben Hart is a UK comedian, absolutely insane. Again, I haven't seen his show this year, but I saw it last year. Amazing. He's twisted it up a little bit, given it a bit more. I'm going to check this one out on the weekends, and then I'll be putting up a review. So get along to Ben Hart Up Close, right here in Gluttony. I'm going to throw you a bit of a curveball now as well, because I was going to do my top 5, and there's my top 5. But I've got the runner-up show as well, because I saw this show last year, and I think they've tweaked it again just a little bit, and I want to check this out next week. But it's Bisexual Intellectuals. It is absolutely riotous. It's really funny. They're an absolute joy to see on stage. There's so much fun. They're Adelaide girls, and I just can't rave about it enough. I did a review of it last year and I gave them 5 stars. I'm going to check it out, like I said, again next week, and I'm sure it probably will be a 5-star again, but we'll see how we go with that one. I need to see it first. But Bisexual Intellectuals, again, right here in Gluttony. Okay, so there's my top 5 with the +1, and we're going to try and give you a bit of a top 5 every night we shoot now, because there's, again, so much to promote. And we are here, On Your Markers is all about promoting arts and entertainment in Adelaide. We love it. We're inspired by it. We do it for the love of it. And you know what? We just want to spread the joy and the cheer and get everyone out and about seeing these incredible shows, not just with the local talent, not just with the Australian talent, but with the world talent. The whole world is watching Adelaide right now, and they want to be a part of it. So what? You guys need to be a part of it. Thanks, everyone. We're going to have another little quick break, another little wee break, and then we're going to come back right here on the sofa with me. Is going to be another incredible artist. Stick around, go get a coffee, do a wee. We'll see you in a minute. And we are back, and you don't even know how excited I am to talk to these lovelies, because I don't know, you know what, like most of you, I loved the TV show Kath and Kim. Please welcome Jaden and Georgia, who are doing an incredible show. Let me get it right. It's called Fountain Lakes, a very Foxy parody musical. Jaden, Georgia, welcome to the Chesterfield.
Thank you.
Holy moly. So who loved Kath and Kim first?
Well, okay.
Probably you.
It's me, just plain and simply because I am the oldest out of everyone on the team.
When you say old, how old are you?
I'm 31.
Oh my God, that is so old.
I know. Well, it's just,
10 years older than me.
yeah, I know. It's actually a weird story, but I used to teach Jaden. So I used to teach him performing arts many years ago.
Yeah.
We became good friends after he finished teaching. After he finished going to Theatre Buds and Adelaide Theatre Academy. He then became a teacher alongside me. We became best buds. And then through that process, he one day approached me and went, I'm writing a Kath and Kim Cabaret. Do you want to get involved? And I was like,
yeah,
absolutely.
Holy moly. So how long has this show been around for?
So we opened last year at the Adelaide Fringe.
Uh-huh.
So this is our 2nd season. We toured a little bit during the year rurally.
Yep.
And yeah, so we're super excited to be back for the 2025 Adelaide Fringe. I reckon we started, writing it about 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
But we've had the idea for
a long time.
So
Gina Riley, Peter Rosethorn, have any of the cast come and seen the show at all?
Oh,
They have not. No,
but-
we'd love them to come.
yeah. We know that Peter is aware of the show
Yes.
because Jaden got a wonderful
A birthday cameo.
birthday cameo from Peter Rosethorn, and they told him about that he was running a show, and Peter was like, "Great, make your money,
Making money off the back of us. Yeah.
I love it. Right on my coattails, kids.
Yeah,
Correct.
exactly, and that's what we love to hear.
Yeah.
So talk to me about the show. What can we expect?
So look, it's Kath and Kim, but with the twist that it's now a musical. So we've got 8 original numbers written by myself, Samantha Keogh, and the wonderful Georgia Brass.
Yep.
So yeah, 8 original, super catchy tunes. All the references you would know and love from this series. I mean, we have packed in every single Kath and Kim reference, I think,
We
on the face of
possibly
the earth.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, just an hour of fun, comedy, light-hearted Kath and Kim nonsense.
So Jaden, you're the producer.
Yes.
Georgia, you play the iconic role of Kath.
Well, not Kath.
Kim, sorry, Kim. Kim, oh my God, Kath and Kim.
Yeah.
I like Kim. I
Hey,
can't
look,
keep,
I
like I
do.
told you, I'm a very, very tired boy. It's been a big week. You play Kim.
Yes.
Yeah, so, this goes without saying. You know I was going to go here. So it's not like I'm even putting you on the spot, but can you give me a couple of lines?
Absolutely. I'm just trying to think. What's the most iconic that I could do?
What are you staring at?
Oh, I can do. I'll look at the camera wherever it is.
So that's your camera,
Right there.
and that's all of us.
All right.
Hi, all of us.
What are you staring at, Stare Bear?
I love it.
I fear that I've driven our audiences away with that attack. Please come see us. It is nice, different, and unusual.
It is.
Yes.
Okay, so I have actually got someone. So we're doing the live stream at the moment. So don't say anything inappropriate because your mum might be watching. The thing is, if your mum follows our brands, who knows? But we do have someone online with us now. Zoe is saying, "Oh my God, I'm actually watching Kath and Kim every night this week. I fell in love with the series. I love Kath and Kim." So there you go. We've got a fan. So, darling Zoe, who is watching right now, get out and buy a ticket for this show because I think you're going to find it a total hoot.
Tweet, please.
Oh, there we
sweet.
go. There we go. So while you've been in Adelaide, so let's just talk about when it runs. So it actually hasn't started yet. You're just here soaking in the Fringe, bathing in the beauty of it all. Because Kath and Kim kicks off on Tuesday, which is next week, the 11th of March, and runs then right through to the very end, which is Sunday, the 23rd of March. So much Kath and Kim that we're just going to be like, oh my God, I can't get enough. And it plays right here at the Kingfisher in Gluttony at obviously Rymel Park. All right. What other shows have you been seeing? So while you've been in town, have you seen any other things?
So many.
So many. I'm a bit of a Fringe fanatic. I pretty much go every night and I try and pack in like 2 or 3 shows.
Give me a favourite.
A favourite.
It must be.
It must be. It would have to be Twinkie Twinkie Little Star
Oh.
by a friend of ours, Zach Vasiliou, but absolutely no bias. It is one of the funniest shows that you will see at the Fringe.
Yeah.
And is that playing in Gluttony?
It's playing in the Prompt Creative Centre. So
Where's that? I didn't even know that. And I'm an Adelaide boy.
Grenfell Street? No, just off Grenfell Street. Where Holy Moly is.
Yes, on the same street as Holy Moly and
I know what you mean.
Studio Vino.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Fun.
No, absolutely recommend.
Total favourite. And so while you've been in Adelaide, so are you from Melbourne or Sydney?
We're Adelaide based.
Adelaide.
I
Yeah.
did not even know that. Okay, well, there we go. No wonder we're getting along. We're kindred spirits.
Correct.
We practically went to school together if I was a bit younger. Don't judge me, you moles. Okay, local Adelaideans, where's your favourite hangout? Like, tell me your favourite bar, your cafe, your restaurant, your beach. What do you love about Adelaide?
For me, it would have to be 3 of Cups Tea House up on the in the Maya Centre.
Uh-huh.
It's a very, I think it came as part of like the Renew Adelaide project.
Yep.
And it's just a lovely spot to go have a cup of tea, some baked treats. They sell lots of like local artists' work, whether it's, stuff they've sewed or they've painted. And it's just a really nice, safe space for all of the weirdos of Adelaide. That's the way I like to see it.
Georgia, I feel like you're looking at me when you say the weirdos of Adelaide, you bitch-faced mole.
That's really kind.
It was very no. But
So,
no.
like, if anyone falls sick, I'm stepping in. All right, I can be the new Kim.
Oh, look, we
Cast you.
You're in. No. You know what? I'll go. The role is yours, Marcus.
I've got it from here, guys. Step aside. But good. I like that. I love that kind of venue. That sounds great.
Yeah.
What about you?
Honestly,
Jaden?
I think mine is Fringe time.
Oh.
I am such a Fringe boy. I lap it up all of February and March. Just hang around in this kind of environment with so many wonderful creatives and, getting to see our friends and put on silly little shows and just have the best time. I just love Fringe.
I've just had another comment. Oh, it's very nice.
It is nice.
It is nice. It's different.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. They're giving us all the comments right now.
Oh, great.
So, yeah, that's fabulous, right? And so just get out and get amongst it. And you know what? Adelaide Fringe finishes, and then before we know it, the Adelaide Cabaret Festival launches its program. Adelaide Cabaret Fringe Festival launches its program. Gluttony's Winter Festival launches its. It's like bang.
Non-stop.
Remember when Fringe, the Mad March, used to end and everything was shut down in Adelaide? Not anymore, kids. That's why we're all here now.
Exactly.
Yeah, because there's something to do all the time, and we love seeing Adelaide come alive in this way, really.
Georgia and Jaden, I would like to be bored just for one day. I just want to feel like being bored. I just want to feel like what boredom feels like.
Yeah.
Just for one day.
That's such a good time.
Yeah.
Oh. Or I'd actually, you know what? I'd actually, in all honesty, I'd like to experience what sleep feels like.
Yep.
Oh,
Give
my
me
God.
that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Jaden, Georgia, all the best for the Kath and Kim show, which is called Fountain Lakes, everyone, a very Foxy parody musical. Like I said, it starts on Tuesday next week, the 11th of March, runs until the 23rd of March. You can get your tickets through gluttony.net.au or the Adelaide Fringe website, adelaidefringe.com.au. Get along and support local talents.
We love it. We'll see you there.
We're going to have a quick break, everyone, and we're going to be back with more guests very soon. Go and get a wee-wee in and a coffee in. Bang. And we are back for more. We've got 2 hours of incredible shows to talk about tonight. Right now on the Chesterfield, I've got Paul Savage. Paul, how are you?
Oh, very good. It's lovely to be here in Adelaide.
It's a very warm night.
It
in
is.
Adelaide.
I've
It's
worn
gonna be-
jeans specifically to be on television.
I've worn leather and vinyl. Sensible markers.
Very, very
Sensible
good
markers.
good choices.
However, we're really lucky because your show, as hot as it's going to be, is called The Big Naked Comedy Show. And what better time to be naked than in this heat?
I honestly, this was part of the reason that I did the show here. Is it's too hot to. I was just like, bring in our clothes. I was just like, you know what? Let's just do it naked. Let's take off all our clothes and have a good time. So yeah,
It's getting hot in here. Take off all your clothes.
that is one of the tracks that we use as the
my God.
walking. As people
alert.
walking in. I don't know. Yeah, I've got loads of songs that sort of fill the mood of.
Tell us about the show. What can we expect?
You can expect normal comedians, like award-winning, brilliant acts from around the circuit, just doing the same set they normally do, but with their clothes off, and it makes it a very different thing. It's there's a vulnerability to being naked. There's a sort of especially because the audience are fully clothed, and so they're sort of picking up. Ooh, what's this? What's this?
Yeah, wow.
You get to do lots of really interesting things about, like, I've had people do sets about the tattoo that's on their back so that people can see, in detail, or lots of really interesting stuff like that.
And how have the reviews been so far?
They've been amazing. We've had a 5-star from Some Cliche and one. So we've only done 4 shows so far, and someone came to all 4 of them.
Wow!
Just to keep repeating thing. We had a really nice email from a girl who came, who was like, just seeing you all up there and showing like the confidence you got. She's an actress and decided to go for a play that had full nudity in because she had been wavering about it, and she was like, now that I've seen this, now that I see how it can work in those situations, I've decided I'm going to go for it, which is really cool.
And don't you find this really interesting? I mean, you are obviously being the performer, but as an audience member, don't you find this really interesting that it actually desexualizes it very quickly? People don't see it as a sexual thing.
There's about a 3-minute bit in everyone's set where everyone forgets you're naked, and they go, "Oh yeah, you're," and then acts will bring it back up because it is just a weird thing when you're, moving around in a way that you're normally constrained, and then you'll, touch into a mic wire or something. And
Yeah.
you'll be like, oh, that just happened. And they're like, oh yeah, you're naked, and it keeps resetting itself. It's a very interesting thing.
And so how many comedians are in the show?
So it's me and then 3 guests.
Yep.
So we've
And
had
do they
some.
change around?
They change around,
Okay.
yeah, and I don't tend to release the lineups, just A, make it a bit more fun for the audience, but also B, just in case the acts don't want to be Googleable. Some of them are doing it under their real name, and they also have, proper jobs.
Yeah.
So they're like, can you not list me on this one? I was like, yeah. So we did it in Perth as well. I was like, that is absolutely fine. They were just like,
Awesome.
yeah.
So is it the first time it's appeared in Adelaide?
Yeah, first time in Adelaide. We just did it before in Perth, and that's the first time it's existed as concept certainly for me anyway. And I just thought it really fits Australia's vibe as a sort of quite open, quite free. Everyone's down the beach, and it's too warm to do. There's not many goths as many as there are in England where I'm from. So there's. But I really like it. I'm going to take it up to Edinburgh this summer. We're going to see how that works there, because it's obviously not as hot, not as. It might be a bit more, but I think it's a great sort of fringy idea.
Very much.
People seeing a show that you can't explain on Monday morning to the office.
So anyway, when I saw these comedians, they were really funny, but they were naked as well.
Yeah.
Like, talk about that around the water cooler.
Yeah, exactly.
So what was the inspiration behind the show?
So I came here about 6 years ago, and there was a lot of acts doing sort of like nakedness at the end of their show to be the ending.
Yeah.
Like, this is a big finish, I'm taking a take off all my clothes. And so I knew the performers were up for it, and then I saw lots of stuff like the circus and the acrobatic sort of stuff, where people are doing it in very, very tiny pants. And the skills are very impressive, but some of us are there just for the very, very tiny pants. And I was just like, why not there with the no pants? Why not? So yeah, it was just sort of a combination of the two, make it a fun thing that audiences want to go to, and it's fun and flirty, but also that comedians are going to, and they're not feeling judged or sexualized or that sort of thing.
Well, hopefully it's not the last time you come back to Adelaide.
Yeah, I love it.
Gangbusters.
It's my 3rd time, and if I can keep coming back every year, I will.
I think you totally should.
Oh, excellent. Thanks so much.
The Big Naked Comedy Show, run by Paul Savage, everybody, runs every Friday and Saturday night at 11:25 right here in Gluttony at the Piglet, which is just down a little bit from where we are at the Hendrix Gin Lounge. So come to the Hendrix Gin Lounge, get a gin or two into you, and then go and see 4 very funny naked comedians that you can talk about at the water cooler the next morning. Paul, what an absolute pleasure.
What a pleasure.
Wish
Thank you so much.
all the best for the rest of the 2025 Adelaide Fringe, and
Thanks.
I look forward to catching your show. Everyone, we're going to have a quick break. We're going to be back with more guests very soon. Stick around.
Cheers. Thanks, mate. Right,
And we are back, everyone. Please welcome to the Chesterfield the cast of Madame Martha's After Hours Parisian Cabaret. I got that right. Check me out.
Yeah.
So we've got Jens, we've got Meg, we've got Ivor. Please, everybody, put it together, because this show is incredible. I went and checked it out with my darling producer friends. I went and saw it on opening night, which was Tuesday night. I wrote a glowing review because I could not go to bed. I went home and I was like, I need to write the review now. I loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Madame Martha's After Hours Parisian Cabaret. What's it all about? Well, I know, but you tell everyone.
Well, we were just saying before that sometimes when you get an amazing review like the one that you wrote, it helps you understand your show better, and something about the amalgamation between Montmartre Cabaret from Paris in the 1800s meets Berlin Cabaret after World War I, just before World War II, and sexy political Madonna X era. I think that's where Madame Martha's lies. So, I don't know how else to describe it. Singing, dancing, burlesque, drag.
Yeah, and at the heart of it is where we took our inspiration from, which is a venue in Paris called Madame Arthur's.
Yeah.
And a very famous song as well, where the drag queens, this venue was renowned for the drag queens who sung live.
Mm.
And
In Montmartre.
in Montmartre.
With an accordion.
Yeah.
And this venue's been going since, the mid 20th century, and it's great. There's drag queens that sing in Paris, and so we definitely took some inspiration from that and then amplified it for this Fringe show.
And look, it really truly is exceptional because it actually, and you know what I would describe it as, is an art piece. You know, there is poetry reading, you know, there's the live singing, you know, there's incredible movement. It truly is an art piece, everyone, and it takes you away to a different kind of time. It's very old school. It's the old school kind of drag. It's the old school kind of performance that you don't see every day. It's just a classic. It's a classic timeless show. And the old school songs as well. But then there's also that, you know, there's a nod to Billy Joel, there's a nod to Gloria Gaynor. And we're not going to give away all the spoilers because you need to come along, you Billy Joel fans. But, it's just, but the way that you interpret them is done in the old school way, which is just incredible. The costumery is incredible, the makeup, the hair, everything about the show is just 5-star in my books.
That means a lot. I mean, we've all studied theatre at a tertiary level, and I think something that's very important in an artist's life is to rebel against institutionalization, which all three of us did by going into our variety art forms and then going back to the history of vaudeville, music theatre and cabaret, which we all studied at our independent VCA, the Queensland Con and WAPA. We learned these things, we fought against it, and now we're making it our own. And I think you're right, that history is an important thing to bring to our work.
If we don't always reference, you know, things that have happened in the past, you know, it gets forgotten about. You know, could you imagine a world where the kids don't know who Marilyn Monroe is anymore? You know, we need to constantly, and this is where Madonna is brilliant, that Madonna always refers to things in the past to keep things current. And this is where these kind of shows are really important because it keeps that music of those yesteryears alive and relevant now.
I love it.
See?
Yeah, you're on it.
I'm going to rewrite my review right now. Sit tight for a minute, guys. I'll be right back.
But you know, something like the musical Cabaret, which is a lot of people's introduction to the art form of cabaret. You know, it's a musical, Liza Minnelli in the movie, but the original stage show as well. That's set at the precipice of World War II. It's happening upstairs. Downstairs in the club, the artists are making, you know, burlesque, singing, comedy, making political, geopolitical jokes upstairs. And there's not saying that there's any impending doom happening now, but the feeling of a world war is something that it's important to make art, and it's important to jokingly point our finger at those people who are pulling the strings. And I think that's where cabaret can be explosively exciting.
Have you ever put something into a show in the preparation period and thought, oh, it's probably a bit too far, they're going to not go for that, we're going to get cancelled? Have you ever thought of holding anything back ever?
Well, the beginning of the show that you saw, we had an idea, well, Meg had a beautiful idea one day, and we actually got it together one day, we wrote it down, we sort of rehearsed it, and then that was for our Melbourne season.
Yes, yeah.
And then we actually got a little scared, got a little bit of cold feet, and we didn't do that beginning, and then we thought, let's try it here. And it's just worked so well and so beautifully in that bohemian style.
Yeah.
Because we wrote it drunk one night in our house. We're like, this is brilliant. Oh my God, we're so smart. And then we're like,
going to say that.
We're like, too far.
Too far.
And then
It's been done.
Then Meg was like, I'd really love to try that thing that we did at your house that time. And it's kind of brought the show together like a warm blanket.
In a very...
Now, we've got some people watching and making some comments. Zoe says, who are these ladies? So gorgeous, and I love their dresses. There you go.
It's a barter.
There we go. Check that out. And we've got some lovely viewers online with us at the moment. But, so that's only one show, because there's others going on. So that's Madame Martha. Let's talk about Madame Martha. That wraps up, it runs from Tuesday the 4th of March, which was this week, and then runs until just tomorrow night actually. No, Sunday night. Sunday the 9th of March. So get along, there's only 3 performances left. You will love it. You will love it. But then there's also Skank Sinatra. That runs from 11th of March until the 16th of March. Tell us about that one.
That's next week here in Gluttony as well. It's my solo show, but these gorgeous ladies have definitely helped in the creation, and Lockie's done Iva has done a lot of flyering over the years for me, and in Edinburgh every day. It's essentially the songbook of Sinatra, completely reimagined with my story, campy big band, and jokes and life stories and love in an hour of drag cabaret.
My dad is the biggest lover of Frank Sinatra. I'm going to say, Dad, we're coming to see a Frank Sinatra show at Gluttony.
Come along, Daddy.
Come along.
Have a gay old time.
You know what? You might have a new fan. You be careful.
Please.
So yeah, my love of Frank Sinatra came because of my dad. So yeah, I'm going to come and check that out. But then, I mean, that's not all, because there's also the Cabaret Hour that you're performing in 8th of March to the 15th of March at 1910.
Yes.
You know, down in Hindley Street. That's a fabulous bar. But then there's also Tash York's Chaos Cabaret, which is happening here in Gluttony at the Bankersay Theatre, which is Tuesday the 11th of March until the 23rd of March.
Yes.
So busy beavers.
It's all
so to
happening.
speak.
I mean, you gotta lean in when it's Fringe, you know. People say,
All
isn't
in.
that too much on your plate? No, that's the Fringe experience. More is more.
Gotta pay for the
buffet,
hair.
Buffet.
Back to Madam as we wrap up. With Madam, there's obviously a lot of nudity on stage. And, oh, is there? No one told me. I forgot to put my pants on.
And it's all the audience.
Costume malfunction. But how do you feel? Do you find that, like, producing your work with nudity, being naked on stage in the format that you are, is it really quite a vulnerable experience for you? Or what goes through your head when you're standing there naked in front of an audience delivering art? What goes through your head? How does it feel?
Meg?
Well, sometimes I feel it's actually more vulnerable to express myself authentically than it is to just stand there with my boobs out. So, yeah, I feel quite comfortable. Yeah, and it feels quite living.
It's just wonderful. It really, like, truly, the show is incredible. What I do, and one more thing about the show before we wrap up, everyone, is that what I like about it is you start the show very, very polished, and slowly there's this deconstruction that occurs during the show where it becomes a lot more real, a lot more raw, and essentially, you know, real human beings just standing on the stage, you know, no wigs, this kind of situation, you know. It's just a really bare show at the very end, you know. And you're like breaking down all the glamour, and it's fabulous. I can't say enough nice things about the show, everyone. Please get a
That's cool.
That could be the name of your autobiography.
That's brilliant. Breaking down the glamour.
Okay, clearly we need to do a bit of a workshop.
I think
all
so.
right?
Let's
do
talk.
What are you doing after the show? Madam Martha's, everyone. We've been with Ivor, we've been with Meg, we've been with Jens. Please get along and see Madam Martha's. You'll get your tickets through gluttony.net.au or adelaidefringe.com.au. What an absolute pleasure. Have a banging show tonight. I know that you need to race off and host something just up the road there. But have a great show and enjoy the rest of your 2025 Adelaide Fringe.
Thank
Love you, Marcus.
Love, 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 love.
Going.
And we are back, please everyone. Welcome to the Chesterfield. Robin Perkins. Robin, how are you?
I'm good. I'm really
I'm
good.
loving your little play suits.
Thank you.
After the interview, let's do a costume change. Let's do a costume swap.
Absolutely. I'm not gonna lie. It's hot. It's not
Darling,
breathable.
I'm wearing vinyl. Don't
Yeah.
start. Oh my God, I'm doing it so
What?
hard.
You're the only
Look at
person that
me.
can say that. All right, fair. Actually, it's quite airy.
Robin Perkins, I'm really excited because your show, Shrink Wrapped, has just added 3 more dates.
I know. I'm so excited.
It was meant to be running from the 21st of February to the 19th of March, but now it's running right through to the very end, the Sunday, the 23rd of March, right here in Gluttony. Tell us about the show, Shrink Wrapped.
So it is Shrink Wrapped. A psychologist analyzes comedians live on stage. It is exactly what it says it is. We have an actual psychologist who's on stage. 3 comedians come up, do short sets. The psychologist is taking notes during their set, and then there's a group therapy session live on stage. It is.
love that.
Yeah, it is.
Sadly, I feel like I need to come along.
Yeah, you should. The 19th, I can. There's only 5 tickets left on the 19th, but that's why we added extra dates. So whenever you want to come.
This is great.
Thank you.
When I say sadly, I feel like I need to come. It's not because it's like sadly I think I need to see the show. I mean, you have me at Shrink. Like I've got. You might like want to workshop this with me during the show. Like, let's talk about your issues, Marcus.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's talk.
It is.
Can it
It's
be
a bit
one-on-one?
brutal. Yeah, I mean, can I actually have a go?
Can you do the show in my lounge room?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it is very honest as
What
well.
inspired the show?
So I actually do another science comedy show, and we had a psychologist because we have a scientist guest on every day, and she came on last year. The subject was confidence and imposter syndrome, and she just started reading the comedians on stage. And after the show, we're like, this is a show in and of itself. Let's just do that. And so it's so interesting because all the comedians are so different.
Yeah.
And we talk about attachment styles, like why you're doing comedy, like what your relationships are like, and it's both relatable, but also in a safe place where people can be like, no, but let's laugh at them instead. Yeah.
Laugh at people's trauma, darling.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, that make it sound way worse than it is. I'm like, no, it's really nice. So in a positive way, we all get the end. Yeah, no, it's yeah.
So how many Adelaide Fringes have you actually done?
This is my 5th, actually.
Wow, you're an addict, honey.
I know. Oh, I love it. But this is the best one so far. I feel like things have actually bounced back from the pandemic. People are out.
And we're actually having good weather. I've always said, if you want it to rain, put on the Adelaide Christmas pageant or put on the Adelaide Fringe. But this year, the weather has been absolutely magic.
There
It's
was
been incredible.
about 10 minutes that it rained once over the month. Do you remember?
Yep.
Yeah, that was it. That's it. It's incredible.
So when you come to Adelaide, where do you like to stay?
So I stay with a friend in Central, like CBD, which is really nice. It's a 15-minute walk from Gluttony, and it also feels like home away from home.
Cafes, restaurant, bars, have you got anything favourite?
Oh, yeah, actually. Bar Torino, Spanish. Oh.
That's around the corner from my house.
That's
it's not
around the
local.
corner from where I live.
Get
Oh my
out
God.
of here.
We can do a private session.
Okay,
I know, love it.
Bar
Okay.
Torino, a little bit later, guys.
Yeah,
We'll see you there.
absolutely. The other one then, Von Tai.
Oh,
We've
yes.
been there.
Yes,
Oh, so good. Those are my 2 faves.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So I'm just on Halifax Street. So
Okay, I'm on McLaren.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
so
Look at
nice.
us disclosing our locations.
I know, don't follow me. Follow me.
Next we'll be disclosing our ages. No,
No,
we won't.
no, absolutely not.
What is that about Adelaide Fringe that keeps you coming back for more? Because you have seen a lot of fringes all around the world. How do you rate Adelaide amongst all the others?
It's okay. It's 2 things. It's fun. It's
Yep.
so fun, and the weather, which I guess, but also people come out for it.
Yep.
And that is not to be taken for granted. People show up for it.
Yep.
My favorite Fringe, because I've been to so many where you're like, come on, guys. Like, it is international artists on your doorstep. Like, just come. But people come out all month, and it's heartwarming, and people are loyal. Like, I've seen I know Shrink Wrapped is debuting this year, which has been amazing, great reviews. People are loving it.
So well.
Yeah, but in the my science comedy panel show, people are coming back year after year. It's amazing. It's so heartwarming. That
Where does that one play?
so that's also in Gluttony at Piglet. We have one next weekend is our final weekend.
Yep.
It's about the psychology of conspiracy theories.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called Comedy for the Curious.
Yep.
So yeah.
You like breaking down all these things in your shows, aren't you?
I do. I
You go
overanalyze
deep.
everything.
Go deep or go home.
I know, exactly. I know. My wife is like, calm down, Robin. Let's just have some fun, all right?
And did she come over here with you?
No, sadly, she runs a theater in London,
Okay.
so she can't come over, which is very sad. So I do miss her, but she understands. I think I'm trying to get her over next year.
Good.
It's kind of like a busman's holiday, though, because
Good.
she does all the teching.
And we can catch up with her at Bar Torino.
Yes, I know. Come over. Yeah, it'd be great.
I love this. So everyone, like we were saying, Shrink Wrapped runs from the 21st of February right through to the 23rd of March. Right here in Gluttony. Please, everyone, Robin Perkins. Robin, happy 2025 Adelaide Fringe.
And I will see you at Bar Torino later.
Yes, and now you're rushing off to a show, aren't you?
I am. Yeah.
She's a busy one.
I know. So many. But
Thank you,
yes,
my
I'll
darling.
see you whenever you want to come. Let me know.
We're going to have a quick break and we'll be back with more very soon. We are back with more. I told you it's a 2-hour show today. It's essentially, remember when you used to watch Hey Hey It's Saturday on a Saturday night and it was the best 2 hours of your life? Well, it's Hey Hey It's Friday with On Your Marcus live at Gluttony. On the couch with me is Jason Pestell. Jason, how are you?
Oh, very well, Mark.
Welcome to my Chesterfield.
These are not a Kmart too.
They're very much not Kmart. And we're going to talk about Kmart because there's a reason why Jason mentions Kmart. It's because his show is called Kmart. K-Hub is life. And I agree. Have you been to the Kmart homeware section?
Have I been?
Oh my God, my home is based on that.
My whole house is the Kmart section. So
Tell us about the show. What's it
the
all
show
about?
is called Kmart is Life. It talks about my love of Kmart, my love of the bargain. In the past, I've lived in the Kmart for 24 hours. I've been to all the 12 Kmarts here in one day in Adelaide, which is very hard to do, but it can be done.
Is there 12 Kmarts in Adelaide?
There's 12 Kmarts.
You have done your research, haven't you?
we can include like Murray.
Of course
Mount
we
Barker,
can.
Mount
We
Barker,
can.
yeah.
We can. So, I mean, because I'm a Kmart boy, I love my Kmart. Not for the homeware section.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you can't buy these at Kmart, but my homeware section at home, my homeware section at home, my home has very much got the Kmart influence, and I've got no problem with that at all. But my question for you is, and I know the answer because I know my favourite, but what's your favourite Kmart? Because Jason is an Adelaide boy now. He was from Perth originally, but now he's an Adelaide local. I have got my favourite Kmart in Adelaide or in South Australia. What's
This
yours?
is easy. Carlton Park.
No way!
Same?
That is mine!
Yeah.
That is outrageous. So I live in the city, and my closest Kmart is Karolta Park. So how have we not come across
I'll
each
tell you
other?
why Rundle's only 2-floor Kmart. There is a 3.
It's too hard for me.
3-floor Kmart in Melbourne now, but Karolta is just perfect. You go there on a Saturday,
Yep.
it's a nightmare because
Yep.
you've got Coles, Kmart, you know,
All the
Liquorland.
food places and all that. Yep.
Yeah, but Karolta, you know, and every Kmart's pretty much the same. Teacher Gully's a bit weird. Homewares is on the right, but you normally walk in, you can shut your eyes, and every Kmart you go, Homewares, you know, men's section. There used to be a restaurant back in the day which was so good called Holly's, and then on the right is the kids section. So that's what Kmart's sort of based it around. Those
Hey,
3.
Let's call it. Let's go hard, all right?
Yeah, go hard.
What's your least favourite Kmart in South Australia?
Oh, Port Adelaide. It's shut. It's shut
Is it
now.
shut? Okay,
And
there we go.
that shut last. But they had the widest aisles.
Uh-huh.
That was a good Kmart.
Yep.
Maybe Noarlunga,
Okay.
just purely for distance. It's a bit far to go.
I mean, we love Noarlunga,
Yeah.
just maybe the Kmart.
yeah. Some of them still have the front counters, which everyone loves. No one likes the middle.
Yeah.
Everyone doesn't.
It's weird.
I talk about it in my show quite a lot. I got flown over to Kmart for their 50th birthday. I met the guy that invented the middle checkout. Who had
Wow.
his office is on a window, which I think he should be in the middle, you know.
I love that.
But no one likes it. It's actually to stop theft.
Yep.
I've met them. They've talked about it. No one you feel like you walk out and you go, oh, I stole this, you know, and
Yep.
little 16-year-old's going boop, doesn't care. But
Now tell me, obviously Kmart is known for, it's a variety store. What is your favourite section in Kmart?
Lego.
The Lego section.
Well, it used to be at the back left, but now it's on the back right.
Yep.
In the kids, bit of Lego. The menswear, again, you can get. I also big on sustainability, so I'm not buying t-shirts for $3 every week.
Yep.
But you know, you can get a nice AC/DC t-shirt for $8.
No way.
And then go to the gig where they would cost $50. And,
Yep.
You know, I've seen a Rage Against the Machine on sale for $2.
Wow.
And I think Tom Morello, that would make him proud.
That's crazy. Good, I like it. So, are you enjoying putting on this show this year?
I'm bringing it back to Gluttony. It sold out a couple of years ago. I had to add extra shows. It's a really fun show. It's one of my favourites. It does have a bit of heart because it's life. I talk about the death of my grandma.
Oh, wow.
And finding life amongst where I was quite sad. So I walked into a Kmart in Melbourne because it felt like home.
Yep.
You know, this is my 15th 1-hour Fringe around Adelaide. So I feel like I'm seasoned, and every year it gets kind of harder, but it also gets, you know, less. It gets more fun as well because you stop taking yourself so seriously.
Yeah.
I think that's the best thing for an artist.
You roll into it, right?
You know, so
Have you seen any other shows?
I've seen so many shows.
Favourite?
Tony Martin. So I grew up watching Tony Martin on The Late Show.
Yep.
He was at Rhino Room.
Yep.
So just to watch one of my heroes and meet him afterwards, that was sweet. There's no other Kmart show. I've pretty much cornered the market.
Yes,
if
you
there's
have.
A Big W show. I don't want to hear about it.
Foodland. There needs to be a Foodland show.
Be a Foodland, a good local. Like I'm sure JP Drake would like to get involved, and he could do his own show.
You're giving me ideas now, Jason.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the dates. All right. So there's 2 more dates remaining, everyone. 8th of March,
So tomorrow,
which is tomorrow,
at 12 p.m. So
at the Piglet in Gluttony.
Daytime. It's not a kids show, but like it is all for Kmart mums, and Kmart mums are organised. They plan their day, and so you can go to Cape, and then we're all going to go to Rundle Mall afterwards, and I'll keep talking, and I'll show you around
True
Rundle.
story.
Yep.
Wow. So it's very interactive.
I haven't run past Rundle Mall, but I have lived in the Kmart for a day and got away with it. So
I love this. I'm coming along.
Yeah.
And the last date is 14th of March, but this one is at the Port Lincoln Hotel.
yeah, so a little bit of a road trip.
Yep.
I've got my little Kmart, little Commodore.
Yep.
And now I'm flying.
No.
So I've never been to Port Lincoln before. I can't wait to meet the locals, go shark diving, hopefully. Like if it sells out, then that's the challenge. Do something that scares me.
Yep, do it
And-
every single day.
Yeah.
Jason, what an absolute pleasure. I wish you the best 2025 Adelaide Fringe.
Thank you so much.
I know that you're zipping off to another show. It's crazy, like all these guys are sitting here because they love to promote their shows and promote how good arts and entertainment is in Adelaide. And then they're just off onto other little gigs and shows. There's so much going on in Adelaide. Jason, happy 2025
Thank you so
Adelaide
much.
Fringe. We're gonna have a little break and we're gonna be back with more really, really soon. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Okay.
Holy moly, guys. I told you it's a big one. We are back with more. We are talking about a show called Heavy Artillery right now. We have got Jimmy, Cindy, Sam and Craig from Loaded Billy and the Sex Cells. These guys are iconic Adelaide bands. We're going to find out all about Heavy Artillery, which is playing Saturday the 15th of March at the Gov. Heavy Artillery, what can we expect?
Look, you can expect a whole heap of things. Look, we're not sticking to one genre at the show, so you're going to see a little bit of punk, you're going to see a bit of new metal, and you're definitely going to see some killer old school rock as well.
I love it.
Old school metal.
I love it. It sounds great. I'm in. I love the Gov. I love the Gov.
It's an awesome
there you
venue.
go, a bit of poetry for you. What do you love about Adelaide Fringe?
Variety. And look, that's this is definitely what we're all about.
Diversity. There's so much of everything. It's
Yep.
awesome.
I think it's one of the things that Adelaide does the best. Yeah, whatever works at the Fringe works worldwide.
And
Simple as that.
I know that while you've been waiting, you've been sitting down here in the Hendrix Gin Lounge, having a couple of gins. What do you think of the space? Isn't it great here?
It is amazing. I love the chandeliers, the Chesterfield lounges, next level.
Well, you know what? I've been telling everyone it's actually my home. I don't think anyone's believed me, but I'm running with it. All right, it's a replica of. So, what do you love about the Adelaide Fringe? Like, what brings you back into doing it year after year?
Just so many great performances, isn't there?
Yeah, look, definitely. Look, food, culture, it has everything in the one place.
Yeah,
I think
really
as a
does.
performer, all you're looking for is a stage. And What a great stage, the Adelaide Fringe.
and have you seen anything in Gluttony so far?
I saw Shitface Shakespeare, or was that in the garden? I can't remember which one.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Maybe I was Shitface. But no, Shitface, I was getting into the sort of...
Yeah, because you should stick around tonight because there's some incredible stuff going on tonight. Amazing. Like half the performers we've had on the stage are now zipping off to get ready for their shows and all that.
yeah.
You should stick around. Make a night of it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Forget rehearsals. Stick around.
Who needs rehearsals anyway?
So give us some songs. What can we expect? What can we expect to hear during your show?
Well, look, it's all original shows, which is something that I suppose is great about this this particular show that the Gov is putting on, is that we've got 3 original local bands here from Adelaide. They're all 3 different types of bands, and look, we try and tick all the boxes. Great bands, big songs, massive production, and the Gov.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be... we'll be described a little bit as punk, and we also do... I mean, we've got that mix of rock and roll in there.
Yeah, for sure. Look, it's going to be... Everything's going to be heavy. That's the reason why it's called Heavy Artillery.
These guys, because actually, Terror Axis are on.
Yeah.
And I'm Sex Cells, just so you know.
Yeah.
So
We are Loaded Billy.
Well, Terror Axis,
Loaded Billy, yes.
yeah.
The Billies are always loaded.
Because, I mean, Adelaide musicians are absolute killer, aren't they? Like, we've got some incredible talent here. In fact, a lot of Australian artists that make it really big have originated in Adelaide.
We've had a good pedigree, yeah.
We've got quite the stock over here.
We know how to make
Generations.
Why did you stay in Adelaide? Why did you not move out and do work instead?
It's our hometown. It's where we feel comfortable. It's where we feel
Yep.
our roots are.
Yep.
It's our culture.
Home is where the heart is, and my heart's here.
Oh, that's nice.
Stubbornness.
Just because I'm lazy.
It's such a great scene.
Yeah, it is.
Now the head there, yeah.
Melbourne's got the, well, he said that, but I think we've got almost as good, maybe not as big.
Man, like,
It is. I mean, Sydney's scene has really been decimated by whatever's occurred over there.
Exactly.
That's no disrespect to them, they'll say that.
Yeah.
But, we've got a pretty decent scene here. So.
We do. We always have. Look, especially the metal and heavy rock scene.
Yeah.
Look, it's a community. It is such a close community.
Yeah.
And we just love playing.
I've just had someone comment on Facebook, because as you know we're streaming live. Someone's just said, oh my gosh, can you do some Bon Jovi or Green Day at the show?
Sure.
There we go.
Sure.
Maybe.
Sure.
Tell me
we've got some fans. We've got some fans. Some incredible stuff going on, you guys. Hey, happy 2025 Adelaide Fringe.
Thank you.
I hope the show goes absolutely amazing. I'm going to come along. I think next year you put the show into Gluttony.
Why
Turn
not?
Gluttony into a
Richard Morris.
I'll do it. We'll talk.
See that.
We'll talk after the show.
To pay this place right here. Beautiful,
I
nice
feel like
stage.
you went to my wardrobe before you came here and was like, I'm going to have that, I'm going to have that, I'm going to have that.
And you totally stole my hair.
I stole.
Loving the hair, mate.
I stole that. You just don't steal my dignity, all right?
I stole your hair, Jimmy.
What an absolute pleasure. Jimmy,
Thank you so much.
Cindy,
Thank you,
and we've got
Marcus.
Sam,
Thank
and
you.
we've got Craig.
Okay, thank you.
Happy
Thanks, Marcus,
2025
you're awesome.
Adelaide Fringe. You're awesome, and have a great time.
Thanks
and
so
I'll
much
see
for
you at the show.
having us.
We're going to have a break, and we're going to come back with 2 more guests very soon.
Thank you. Awesome.
Oh, we are back on. Hello. We're doing Facebook Live, so we're talking to a lot of people at the moment, and they're giving us comments as we go along. So we are back, everyone. On the Chesterfield with me right now are Junkyard Beats. Their names are Oded, they are Tanya and Lucas. How are you guys?
Hey, we're great.
You know what? I only get the best looking people on the couch, guys. Tell us about the show. So, like I said, Junkyard Beats. What's it all about?
It's pretty much that. It's music from recycled materials, from junk, from everyday objects. We combine drumming, dancing, comedy, and creative recycling in a 1-hour roller coaster that is also in a made-up language which we call Rhythmish.
Rhythmish? Did you make that up?
We made that up.
like
It's
that.
rhythm and gibberish.
Yeah.
Sounds like sup-da-rup-up, diggy-diggy-bop. You want to try it?
Say that again, give me a hand.
Sup-da-rup-up, diggy-diggy-bop.
Sup-da-rup-up, give it a bit up. Okay, so if someone falls sick, I'm stepping in.
That's it.
Done. I'll make it up. But you know, there's old water bottles here.
Yeah,
there's pipes. There's a lot going on. I like that. So you're obviously environmentalists as well, which is very good.
We're trying to encourage people to kind of look at everyday objects and see trash as treasure,
Yeah.
Turn ordinary junk into extraordinary funk.
I like that when you said old objects, you looked right in my eyes. Thanks.
I was looking at that piano, that great piano right over there. Yeah, that old thing. Yeah.
Sure, that old thing.
Yeah.
And so you're from Sydney. How did it all come together? Like, what inspired the show? What inspired the group, even?
Yeah, so we started as a street show in Sydney, in Newtown. Just the pure passion for making noise out of junk kind of thing. And slowly these guys started coming in. Lucas coming in for more theater acting kind of background, but he's also a Brazilian percussionist. Tanya's an incredible dancer, tap dancer, drummer now, actor. So we all kind of like learn all of the stuff.
Yeah.
Throw in a bit of circus, a bit of clowning, teach each other. Yeah. But look, we're in it for the love of it. We really, we do what we love what we do. We have a strong passion to finding these things. That's it, yeah. It's like it's a musical instrument. People don't get like that. They're surrounded with instruments everywhere they go. Could be a normal pipe, that you just...
No way!
You can turn...
There are holes in there?
Yeah, go for it, go for
goodness.
it. Come on, do it.
Yes.
Anyone can do it, yeah.
Oh my God,
We got like a drum made from a metal barrel.
Oh my God.
And you see the skin is actually an old banner.
Wow.
We took an old banner, we just put it on the drum, and that's kind of the vibe of the show.
You guys are fascinating. I need to come and see this show.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Every
hands
weekend,
down.
1:30 p.m. at the Virago. Check it out.
So everyone, it is, where are we? Here we are. So Saturday the 22nd of Feb, which is well gone, right up until Sunday 23rd of May at the Virago here in Gluttony. It's called Junkyard Beats. And
this show is called The Box Show.
The Box Show.
Yeah, we're Junkyard Beats, and this specific show is called The Box Show.
Yeah. So you can get your tickets through gluttony.net.au or adelaidefringe.com.au. Can you play something for us as we go out?
We do like some body percussion? Yeah. The oldest musical instrument in the world?
Give us something.
Check it out. Ready? Here we go. 3, 4, we go. That was fully improvised.
Yeah,
fully improvised. Much better in the show.
It's called The Box Show. Get onto it, everyone. It's going to be an absolute hoot. I'm going to try and get to it this week coming.
Thank you.
And you are just absolutely delightful. Happy 2025 Adelaide Fringe.
To you as well.
We're going to have a little break, everyone. Please go out, get your tickets to all these incredible shows. We're going to be back in a couple of minutes with our last guest for the night. You're going to ache for the next one as well.
See you there.
See you soon. Woo. And we are back with our final artists tonight, and it's a cast of freaking thousands. Please, everyone, welcome Gospo Collective, Charmaine Jones. Wow, you brought in a busload. Did you hire a bus?
Well, no, we all drove single-handedly, and I think we all kind of like ran to get here because you know Adelaide is just
bonkers.
Bonkers. It's an alive. Yeah, it's Adelaide alive.
Now, look, we were speaking of Adelaide Alive. Adelaide Fringe is not alive without a Gospo Collective show, let's be honest, all right? And I've seen them all, everything from the Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson show, the Whitney Houston show. There's been, you know, the Australian music show, I can't remember the name.
Jukebox Chorus.
The Jukebox Chorus. There's been a plethora. And it's not over yet because this year there's Sip and Sang. And that one's going to be at the Alcabah.
It is.
What can we expect from this year's take on Gospo Collective?
We're going back to like OG, like, you know, our original get around a piano and sing some songs, but also invite others to join in, you know, for us to take away the costumes and look, it's a gospel show, there's going to be costumes, but, you know, take away the glitz and the glamour of being so removed. We want to connect with our audiences. We want them to sing along with us.
Yep.
And we want to take you back through a journey of where we've got to over all these years, you know, from 2009 to now. And the shows are called, the first show is called Love and the second show is called People. And if you put them together, it really is the gospel message. Yeah. Love people through music.
Now, Jo, obviously, Charmaine's darling sister. How is it working with your sister? Are there any little tantrums here and there? Give me the spill. Block your ears.
I mean, are there tantrums with any sister?
Oh,
of course.
Well, have you met my sister? I'm not sure.
But we've been singing, don't call it work, it's our life. We've been singing together for as long as I can remember. I think I was 3 years old when we did our first gig.
Because your mum's a singer as well, isn't she?
She's a
gorgeous
phenomenal classical singer, and so she, I wouldn't say trained us, she just, we lived music. We lived harmony, and we lived actually sharing our message. That's what we did. We used to go to shopping centres and sing, to nursing homes.
Prisons.
We went to a prison to share the message of happiness and hope with those who needed it. We're talking with children doing this.
Like 10, 11, 8, 7. But also, like, I think it's just continued. We are a family of complete cast of thousands and lunatics who get together and live this as a way of life. It is our way of life.
Do here, and that's why we come back every term, every season. And you know, we all sacrifice so much to make this happen, but it's just for the love, it's for the people.
Love. That's awesome. Can I tell you, I mean, you made me think of something just then, but while you two were young, at age of 8, 10, whatever it was, out entertaining the masses in shopping centres and all that, my sister and I were doing little pantomimes in our lounge room with our neighbours. I didn't make it the big time.
And stuff,
you know,
right?
yeah.
No, we wished we could stay in our house, but my mother just dragged us out, and it was
Pushed
like,
you out.
and it was actually quite a challenging time because it was early on in the scene. Multiculturalism, I mean, Australia is very famous for it, but back in the 80s and 90s, it was still very slow going. And it was a big deal, you know, like getting out there. It's like, okay, for starters, we're singing. Seconds, we're coloured. And now everyone's pointing at us because our mother is asking us to be more passionate. Guess what, guys?
That's what we all do.
Welcome. That's what we all do. Now it's like point all you want, stare all you want. We're here for you, and we're here to share our love.
And like you were saying before, Joe, you were saying this, that you know, one of the main points of Gospel Collective, and I'm sure all of you will agree, is it's about spreading the joy, not only singing, but the joy of life, and making people feel good. You like people to walk away from your show, and like I said, I've seen all the shows now. I know that when people walk away from your show, that it's about giving people a sense of purpose in their life, a sense of joy, and being a bit more kind, and you know, and singing when they go home, like sing.
But I think it's also not just joy, right, guys? Like, it's about all of the spectrums. It's about pain, it's about struggle, it's about living life to the max with all of the feelings. I think that's the thing that we all feel when we're together. It's not just always joyous. Sometimes it's tiring, sometimes it's challenging, sometimes it's overwhelming, but you count it all as joy.
I mean, we can tell you now there's a tune in both shows. Within the first bar, it'll be interesting to see whether we can sing it without crying.
Wow.
But that's, I think, the passion, right? Is when you love music and you want to share something, you share it through your struggle and your pain. And I mean, this is good. It's going to be.
And we all feel it for different reasons. We are from different backgrounds, from different walks, from different countries, from different walks of life, and we all just get together and feel the same.
I love this. I love
We
this.
walk away as better people.
Good.
You should
all do that. You know what? Let's take this on board, everyone. There's your message. Hey, so how big is the band?
Well, the band, we are actually, like I said, we're stripping it right back. So we've got Tyler on keys. Where is he? He's hiding somewhere.
Hi, Tyler.
Tyler from Melbourne. He's just so great, and he's on keys. And then we've got the two Todds, Ben Todd and his dad Steve Todd, doing either show. And then we've got some tracks that Sean Timms and Tyler have actually separately put together as well. So it's a kind of mix of all of our stuff. And then we're doing some stuff. I'm going to get behind the keys as well. Bash some.
Good.
Bash
That makes
some
me
chords
happy.
out.
That makes me happy. And so, how many people in the choir?
40 in the choir, about 45 in the choir. Then we've got our juniors, which is like 20 juniors, and then we've got us, and so the Akaba is going to be
Because that stage is not huge.
No.
That's going to be jam-packed.
It is, and we're also looking forward to filtering in with the audience this year.
Cool.
So we're really looking forward to
I love that. Now let's talk about the dates. It is Monday the 10th of March, which is just this Monday coming, which is a public holiday, and that one's a matinee.
Yes.
And then also Wednesday the 12th of March. Both those dates are at the Alka. So get your tickets, www.adelaidefringe.com.au, everyone, or through the Alka website. But get along, because Charmaine and crew, Gospel Collective, put on the best show you could ever want to see. And you do feel good when you come out. You do feel, they take you through all the emotions. You feel like wrung out. You get out and have a great time. Now, can I put you on the spot?
Yeah.
Please, because you know how I like to torture you.
I love it. I love it.
Who's up for a song?
Yeah, I mean, we can get around the piano, we can do something a cappella, we could do both.
Because this has been a 2-hour show today, and I want to send everyone off with a bit of joy in their hearts and spring in their step. So everyone, that's it for me. That's been our 2 hours. We're going to be back again next Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. But what you're going to hear now is something incredible from this incredible group of singers, this incredible choir. Please welcome the Gospel Collective. We're going to have a quick break, reset, and then that'll be it. We'll see you next Wednesday, everyone.
You're wonderful, super sexy lady. But you walk around here like you wanna be someone else. Everyone love my secrets that you cover me. Mystery. Your patience with me, I will never leave. Never leave. To see, no matter what I do, everything's working for my good far away. He saves the day, he will come you. You are now that star was superhero too. Don't rain alone, makes my heart beat. All I wanna do is make you happy.
Gospel Collective, everyone. They are playing for the Adelaide Fringe and their show is called Sip and Sang. Get on to adelaidefringe.com.au and grab yourself some tickets to hear the whole entire couple of shows. Thank you so much, Gospel Collective.